Hey, what up? Lazy here as always. In this episode, we're back on Forza Horizon 5 and we're here with this new car parts car, the Dodge Magnum SRT 8. And as soon as I seen this, I knew I had to do a burnout build. And I absolutely love wagons. The long roofs are just amazing. So let's jump in and get this build started. Okay, so for this build, this thing's going to need a new heart straight away. So I'm going to jump in and drop in the Hellcat engine. Yep, sold. I'm definitely going to leave a rear wheel drive. Jumping into the Aero, honestly, I don't really care for it. It's completely ugly, so I'm just going to leave it stock. It looks so much better that way. For the tie compound, I'm also going to leave that stock. For the front tire width, I'm going to bring this up to, we'll go at 265 and we'll leave the rear stock at a 255. I'm also going to leave the rear on a stock 20, but I'm going to bring the front up to a 21. As for the rims, there's a set right here, the Work Emotion M8Rs. They work absolutely magic with this build, so I'm going to go with those. And I'm going to bring the front track width all the way out, and I am going to leave the rear stock. Alright, jumping into the drivetrain, definitely going to need an upgraded clutch and a race transmission. Definitely going to go with a race drive shaft, and we'll chuck in the drift diff. Yep, jumping into here, definitely going to go with a brake upgrade, that way we can adjust the biases. And I'm going to go with drift suspension, just to make it easier to handle. I love this thing. We'll max out the sway bars in the front and in the rear. Definitely no cage, and we'll chuck the weight reduction on now. So 3318, that's not bad. That's not bad at all, especially for a wagon. And now, as for the engine, I'm just going to chuck everything at it and completely max it out. I'm actually not sure what it's going to come out at. This is the first time building it with this configuration. I've done it with a stock engine, but it just wasn't really hitting right. So we'll just go through, we'll just keep adding everything on. Yep, the cooling, and once we get to the flywheel, 1050 horsepower, 903 foot-pounds at 3326. I can definitely make that work. Awesome, so there is the build done. The paint is also done. I'm just going to change the color of the lip of the rim. But don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that awesome stuff. It is much appreciated. Cheers. Now, let's drop in a tune. Okay, so for the tune, I'm going to leave the front tire pressure where it is. And I'm going to max out the rear at 55 PSI. Right there. As for the gearing, I want to make this as rowdy as possible. So I'm bringing the final drive up to a 420. I want to be running 4th, 5th, and 6th. So 4th I'll leave alone. 4th, 5th, I'm going to bring this up to a 110. And for 6th, I'm going to bring this up to a 95. That should put 4th, 5th, and 6th all on limiter pretty much all of the time. As for the alignment, I'm taking all the camber out of the front. And I'm going to leave the negative 1.5 in the rear. All the rest of the suspension's fine. As for the brakes, I'm going with 80-10. If you want to download this tune, share code is at the bottom of the screen. We'll lock the diff at 100 and we'll take the deceleration out. Awesome, there is a tune done. Now let's go out and give this thing a rip. Awesome, so there we go. That may have to be the most aggressive burnout I've done so far. That gearing was spot on. It made this thing smoke up really well, and is really easy to handle and put where you want, simply just because of the wheelbase. But leave a score in the comments below on how do you think I did. But that's it for the video for today. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Laters.